I was reading in an article a couple of weeks back now about developments in the study of bees and their propolis and how it can help massively with COVID recovery. So that pricked my interest because I was like, our little bees can help boost our immune system. Now, we know bees are brilliant and we know that they do great stuff, but to help with your COVID recovery, I thought we need to find out more about this. So I've got James Fearnley on the phone, who is the CEO of Nature's Laboratory. Hello, James.
Hello.
Hello. James, first of all, talk to me. What is propolis? I think I know, but I would like a technical explanation.
Propolis, propolis is from the Greek word. It means before the city. And it was coined by Aristotle, the famous botanist and philosopher. And it's resins which the bees collect from trees and plants. They take it back to the hive and they mix wax with it and they transform it in the hive and they use it to seal up the hive against infection. So it has a kind of disinfecting quality, but really what it's doing is taking the plant's immune system, the resins, and turning it into its immune defense mechanism.
Yeah,
does that help?
Yeah, it really does. I thought I felt like it was like the bees kind of antiseptic in the hive. That's kind of in my brain what I thought it was, because I know in the past I've had like a propolis gel and that I've used that, and I remember when I bought it and I was reading all the ingredients and stuff and what it was supposed to do, and it was very much a healing kind of property for anything on the skin, anything like that, and it worked really well.
Yeah, the interesting difference between propolis as a sort of disinfectant is that another name for this kind of substance is it's called an adaptogenic, and what that means is that it's a substance that's kind of bringing balance back to your organism. So if, for instance, your cells are becoming inflamed, then it would decrease that inflammation. If, for instance, your cells are being rather sluggish, it will kind of wake them up a bit. So it's a mysterious property, but we're learning a lot about it now. But this, it turns out, is really what our immune system is doing, and how important things like propolis are to helping us to retain that good, balanced and strong immune system in today's world.
So how did we find out that this? I mean, we knew that propolis was good anyway, but how did we find out that it could help with COVID recovery? Who was doing that research?
Well, actually, one of the most dramatic pieces of research was done by a Brazilian group of scientists last year, and they published that research. And what they were doing is they were giving, they were treating a number of people who were in hospital for COVID, who were being treated by orthodox medicine, but they were also being given propolis at the same time.
Yeah.
And the group who were given propolis reduced the number of days in hospital by half.
Half.
So
that's amazing.
It is amazing because it is very difficult to do clinical trials using natural products because natural products are so complicated.
Yeah.
As opposed to pharmaceutical medicines, which actually are very simple in a certain sense, like they could be a single molecule. But it's very difficult to use natural products in that context. But they halve the time, the recovery time. So that really speaks to the level at which this kind of immune support medicine was helping your body to recover from the attack, if you like.
So how are we taking propolis then? If we want to boost our immune system, is it a gel? Is it a tablet? Is it like liquid medicine? How do we sort of ingest it?
Well, you can take it in lots of ways, Babs. Yeah, I mean, most people will probably take it as a capsule, right, because it comes in capsules or tablets. But of course, propolis is available in in so many different forms now. So we've worked a lot in researching the use of propolis in oral health. So we put propolis into toothpaste. We put propolis into mouth gels for mouth ulcers.
Wow.
Into what they call them, the stuff you use for washing your mouth out.
Mouthwash.
Mouthwash, thank you very much. I must take more propolis, obviously. But we put it into creams for skincare. We put it into liquids for some people prefer to take it as a liquid. It doesn't taste very nice, but it has a very positive effect. So we put it in lots of different forms depending on what you want to really address.
Now, I hear also, and this might be a game changer for lots of women my age who are perimenopausal or menopausal. Apparently, you've seen that propolis can help us.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's for the same kind of reasons that I've just been trying to kind of describe. For women going through the menopause, it's a huge, almost metamorphosis of your body, isn't it?
Yes.
It's the massive things changing. And when things change, when things are changing so much, it's almost like, if you were a caterpillar and you were going to change into a butterfly, you can see how much change is taking place. That's a hidden process with things like the menopause, but it's an equally dramatic thing that's happening. What propolis is helping you do is that adaptogenic quality. It's helping your whole organism to sort of adapt to these huge changes. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like a magic bullet. It's something which is helping your whole system to kind of cope better with it. So,
well, do you know what? I'll try anything. So, especially, I like the idea of bees, because we know they're absolute superstars, and we've got to look after them because they provide so much stuff for us. And the thought of a propolis might help me, or be an aid through my perimenopausal. I'm here for it. So, do you know what? I'm going to give it a go.
Well, that's great, Babs. I think when you think right at the beginning, I'll just go back to COVID for a moment. When you think the watchword was what we really need to do is boost our immune systems. If you've got problems which in a way are undermining your immune system, what we call those underlying conditions which everybody's talking about, then what do we need to do? Well, we need to do things which help us before the virus or the bacteria strike.
Yeah, we need to beef up our immune system, don't we, before we get ill?
We need to beef up our immune system. But the other interesting thing, about propolis, for instance, is that it works as an antibiotic, but it doesn't work by going in to kill the bacteria. It goes in to sort of control them. It kind of disarms them. In a way, a pharmaceutical antibiotic is a bit like a sort of smart missiles. It's supposed to go down the chimney pots of just the bad guys, but it doesn't work that way. It kind of ends up doing a lot of collateral damage, and sometimes that's worth it. But what propolis does, it discriminates between the good guys and the bad guys, and it basically stops those bacteria from multiplying. It disconnects them. So it's the ultimate smart medicine.
I love this so much. James Fearnley, CEO of Nature's Laboratory. I just love how clever bees are. Thank you for telling us a bit more about it, James.
Oh, you're most welcome, Babs.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.